trapped pursuing possibilities to get money, whether for a noble or less noble motive. The noble ambition of becoming extremely wealthy in such a spiraling world of needs and wants, the modest beginnings of earning requirements, or the philanthropic mission of improving the world. Did you know that reading is more neurobiologically stressful than digesting voice or images? We struggle to get a few hours away from the racetrack, and even when we do, we frequently scroll on Twitter or Facebook or watch a movie on television. The benefits of this mental activity are sharp memories and quick learning speed. Much like any other muscle in the body, the brain must also be worked out. Am I requesting that you start reading fiction or love stories? Possibly not. In your pursuit of money, you don't even have time for that. But some books could actually help you develop a better financial strategy and make you wealthy. Let me introduce you to the top 10 books that will help you become rich. Top 1. Over 3 million copies of The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko have been sold since it was first released in 1996. Has a Goodreads rating 4 out of 5, the book's title is inspired by occasions when someone had a millionaire living next door to them without the glare of the paparazzi. The book analyzes the intelligence of America's millionaires and the glam of wealth. It examines the 7 secrets of these wealthy millionaires by looking at different characters' income and consumption. The authors attempt to clarify fundamental concepts such as determining if you're wealthy by calculating net worth, generation of wealth, and investment secrets. What draws readers to this book is it's written in an enticing style. Calculating net worth, generations of wealth, and investing strategies are a way to determine if you're affluent. This book is based on a 10-year study and uses statistics and real-world examples to appeal to readers. It demonstrates that creating long-term wealth makes one wealthy, not having a high salary. The magic shows that 80% of America's millionaires are secrets. The book highlights the following 7 characteristics of millionaires who built their riches in their own chapter. First, they live within their means. They live below them even. Second, they prioritize prudence, financial security, and displaying their social rank. Third, they distribute resources, time, and energy. Fourth, as the author refers to parents supplying their riches to children, their parents did not give them financial outpatient care. And fifth, their grown children are independent because of how they raised them. Sixth, they have a talent for identifying market opportunities. And seventh, despite complaints that the book favors older readers, they pick the suitable profession. Still, I'd recommend it as a worthwhile read because it makes the concepts of being thrifty and conserving your wealth important. My favorite line from the book is economic spending is the cornerstone of wealth creation, and this defense should be grounded by budgeting and planning. Top 2. The Richest Man in Babylon. If you've heard of this intriguing book, Clayson, you already know it was worth the hype and is now recognized as a classic and a source of personal finance guidance. This book was written in the 1920s, making it the oldest of its kind. Its popularity might stem from the author's use of parables, set in Babylon 8,000 years ago, to convey his message. In just 144 pages, the author provides financial advice and explains why people become wealthy using simple language and a strong message. The book organizes the tales into general guidance themes as the 7 remedies and the 5 golden laws. As an illustration, the first rule of gold comes willingly and increasingly in measure of any man who will contribute at least 1/10 of his income to establish an estate for his future and that of his family. The first remedy is to begin fattening your purse. They both recommend saving 10% of your annual income to gradually increase your wealth, but Clayson thinks you should save even more over time. Saving money is referred to as paying yourself first, around 50% or more often than spending unnecessarily, which makes sense. Would you rather pay for yourself or pay for someone else for their work? Top 3. Your Money or Your Life by Joe Dominguez and Vicky Robin. Do you feel at ease around money? Are all the pieces in your life complete? Typically for personal finance books, Your Money or Your Life has a little to say about increasing wealth. These are some of the questions written at the beginning of the prologue for the book, and if your answers are no, then this book is probably a good read for you. Your job, expenses, relationships, and values fit together. Instead, it demonstrates how many people change their relationship with money through a 9-step method, indicating that most of our financial issues are related to a lack of life direction. The ability to be detached from money is one that Robin and Dominguez work to promote. Therefore, they advise improved management as opposed to employment. Although the accurate, practical way to financial freedom starts toward the book's conclusion, it's difficult to earn more. The earlier sections are a strategic foundation to widen your perspective and direct you in realigning priorities. If the writers want you to take anything away from the book, it would be to accumulate enough riches one day to avoid working if you choose to. Top 4. Jack Bogle's Little Book of Common Sense Investing. If being wealthy is your aim, investing should be at the top of your to-do list. The founder and former CEO of Vanguard Group wrote this book specifically about investing. According to this book, the world's second largest mutual fund company is a sensible approach to investing. It provides more details on the method of index supporting that Bogle created. As he presents it from an investor standpoint, the Vanguard Group is present. The book opens with a tale before discussing rational exuberance in general and pointing out many investors are avaricious and will only consider where the money should go. To bring more, causing the book's companies to suffer, he offers enlightening advice on concentrating on the lowest cost funds covering the entire market. He gives suggestions on choosing essential funds that a potential investor needs to be aware of. This book is good for you since it explains a straightforward investing technique in 18 condensed chapters, each ranging in length from 10 to 20 pages. Top 5. Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad. Despite criticism for the author's promotion of get-rich-quick schemes of disputed legality, nobody really contests the popularity of Rich Dad Poor Dad, which sold more than 32 million books worldwide. While remaining on the New York Times bestseller list for 6 years straight, the book offers advice on living with two fathers. The person with multiple degrees is destitute, and the high school dropout is affluent. Drawing on their personal experiences, the wealthy father teaches his two children valuable lessons about money management. He helps them realize that deciding to become wealthy is a mental choice and must be followed through by starting a business and making investments. To help you see the subtle differences between the rich and the poor, Kiyosaki employs the attitudes of both the rich and poor dads. According to the summary of the lessons learned from the book, the rich make money work for them while the poor and middle class spend money on liabilities and the rich work for money. What matters most is how much money you can amass. High income may not necessarily translate to wealth. In the end, financial knowledge is crucial. Your intellect is your most valuable asset and the factor that most strongly influences whether or not you will be wealthy. Top 6. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. More than 80 years have passed since Napoleon penned this book during the Great Depression, and a lot has changed. With over 120 million copies sold, the promoted ideas are still valid today. Here are some key concepts to remember from the book, which is still his best-selling work. First, the key to success is mental control, which entails fear, doubt, defeatism, negativity, and everything else. Second, prioritize details like the time and date of the occurrence. Third, take a choice, then go logically in the direction of your objectives. Fourth, Hill advises repeating your goals aloud to yourself as frequently as possible in the morning. Fifth, create a mastermind team by assembling a group of professionals who are more knowledgeable than you are. Sixth, be ready for failure, but remember that it is a necessary step to success. Seventh, regularly engage in self-reflection and self-development. Even Oprah Winfrey was inspired by the book's 13 Principles of Money-Making Secrets, which are explained in great depth. I think that's a good sign you should buy it. Top 7. The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. The writing of this book was if there was anything Collins spent more time on. It would involve planning how to write this book in a way that appeals to his readership. The author becomes more pragmatic because he offers a straightforward strategy for accumulating riches. Collins advises saving 50% of your salary. The earlier you start saving, the better. According to Collins, the more progress you make in your profession, the better. First, Collins contends that you can and should save your rate of freedom by setting aside enough money. He also advises that most of your money should go toward investment. Invest in the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, or VTI. Although Collins' explanations are simple to understand and I believe you'd enjoy his engaging and frequently amusing writing style, you are not required to follow his investment strategy. Top 8. Tim Ferriss' The 4-Hour Workweek. Regardless of how much you enjoy your career, working too much is not enjoyable and can even be frustrating. In the same way, Ferriss wondered how he managed to avoid this fate. His book's foundation was a New York Times bestseller for more than 4 years. This book has sold 2.1 million copies. He recommends that you develop yourself so that you may perform your job more effectively and get the most out of it. Additionally, he discusses passive income streams and offers suggestions, tools, and potential strategies for generating them online. The author promotes personal growth because it can increase your income and hasten your path to financial independence. With Ferriss, investing money is fantastic, but investing in a remunerative talent is much better. Top 9. Michael Parrish Dudell's book Shark Tank, Jumpstart Your Business. This book is for you if you're trying to start your own business or are the originator of a concept or idea. You don't need someone to tell you to decrease costs and exercise financial restraint. You already know the money management, but it's not enough. Therefore, you need a new book written by people in your position. This book can practically help you wriggle your way to business success. Every legendary billionaire from the ABC television program Shark Tank made a particular contribution to the reader. It provides information on the entrepreneurship world. This book is for those who want to grow their enterprises into wealthy empires rather than those who are chasing personal money, as it were. It covers the actuality and the details. You'll learn what real-life principles work with the type of business you have and create marketable concepts and skills. A business model that reads like the book's cover explains how to develop a company, from idea to revenue. Top 10. Damon John and Daniel Posner, The Power of Broke, How Empty Pockets, a Tight Budget, and Hunger for Success can become your greatest competitive advantage. Life as a Terrible Teacher is one of Damon John's well-known quotations. Being broke was merely the exam for him as he fought his way up to his current net worth of $250 million because he loved to teach you the lesson after the test. Damon John, a multi-millionaire investor, best known as the founder and CEO of Fubo, has developed numerous additional businesses in addition to his most well-known one. The book draws on his experience starting the fashion line of FUBU on a $40 budget and growing it into a $6 billion brand, as well as the experiences of dozens of other entrepreneurs who have struggled to succeed in helping others build their brands through the reality of business program Shark Tank. The author does not attempt to sugarcoat being broke in a way that it is not demonstrated how people may persevere despite having little money and achieve their goals. Instead, he portrays it as an energy and a force that, if properly channeled, is capable of helping a person evolve. In addition, the author tells you what to do with the idea and how to proceed, saying that desperation promotes creativity. The book delivers teaching based on actual experiences by leveraging true accounts of well-known individuals to spread the wealth gospel. Grab this book and you'll feel better about being broke than ever. That completes our list of the top 10 books that could help you attain financial stability. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.